Hey guys, Aaron here, and today we're going to talk about what is the best online business to start right now. Listen, there are a lot of different online businesses that you can start. I've been marketing online for over 14 years right now. I've tried a lot of different business models, very experienced with all different types of ways of making money online. And there's really the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? There are some industries where you can make a lot of money. There are other businesses where you can't make that much money. Some require a big startup. Some require you to hire staff. Some have little automation. Some have a lot of automation. Some require you to handle customer service. There's a whole bunch of stuff that you really need to think about, but starting an online business is the smart thing to do because, well, we live in a world today where you never know what's going to happen to your paycheck. If you work for an employer, there is a chance that your job will be gone very, very soon, depending on what happens in the world. You know, there's looming wars, there's looming recessions, there's COVID, there might be another COVID number two. You never know what's going to happen. So the only way to protect yourself is to control your income. And the only way that you can really do that is by leveraging the power of technology and ensuring that you can make money on the internet. That's really the easiest way. Sure, you could go out there and you could start a traditional brick and mortar business, but who wants to start something like a restaurant where the cost of starting a restaurant is in the hundreds of thousands of dollars? Now, most people, if you wanted to start a traditional business, you would probably have to take a loan from the bank, right? You would have to take a huge loan. Maybe you put down 10% and then you would pay the bank back for the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years. That's how traditional business works. And that's all great and good, but we live in the new economy. We don't necessarily need to build a traditional business, and maybe you don't even want to do that because there's just so many moving parts. So let's take a look at the best online business to build, because you can not only market to the world, but you can leverage things like software and technology and the internet to not only get more customers, but create more leverage so that you have more time freedom. Now, that's all great and good, but even in the online world, there are good businesses and they're not so good businesses. So I'm going to take a very, very pragmatic view at this. We're going to list it all out in a little Excel spreadsheet. I've never really done this before, but I think this is going to be really fun, just so that you can see with your very own eyes what is really the best online business to start, so that you can start making side income and then turn that side income into a full-time income, and then you can hopefully leave your full-time job forever and create the most fun and exciting life that you can possibly live and have real true freedom. All right, so I'm going to jump onto my screen right now, and I've created a little spreadsheet right here, right? And this is going to be fun. Okay, so there are I would say 6 main businesses that you can start online. Now, this is not an exhaustive list. There are other businesses that you can start, but we're just going to take a look at the main ones, right? These are the big boy industries in the online world. You've probably heard of them. I'm going to run through them quickly, and then we're going to take a look at their pros and cons, okay? And then you decide, what you think is the best online business, all right? So the first one is dropshipping. All dropshipping is when you sell physical products. You create a Shopify store, all right? So basically you use a piece of software called Shopify. You create a store where you basically have different products on that store. So it could be like a fidget spinner, it could be a pen, it could be an iPhone, it could be a t-shirt, it could be a pair of shoes, it could be a kitty lamp. It could be, maybe a tripod stand like this, right? It could be just this piece here where it holds the iPhone or your Android phone. Literally, you can sell anything you want. And then what you would do is you would drive paid ads, mainly paid ads. So Facebook ads, Google shopping ads, Bing ads, all paid ads directly to your shop, and people would see it and then they would buy it, and basically you would get a cheaper e-commerce website to send it directly to them. So that's basically your supplier, okay? That's all dropshipping is. You can only sell physical products. What's the next one on the list? So the next one is Amazon FBA, right? Now, Amazon FBA is very similar to dropshipping. The only difference with Amazon FBA is that instead of housing it on your own Shopify store, you basically have to do all the branding, all the research on the products. You would go to China, Pakistan, India, wherever it is. You would find your products. You would get it all together, okay? You would brand it, you would box it, and then you would send it to Amazon. And then what Amazon would do is they will handle all the shipping and handling, and you would do all the listing on your Amazon website, but everything's happening on Amazon. And when somebody buys your product, Amazon will handle all the shipping and handling. So the difference between dropshipping and Amazon FBA is now you have Amazon handling all the fulfillment, but you still have to do all the advertising and all the listing on the Amazon website. So you still have to spend money on Amazon advertising, right? So even though there are a lot of eyeballs on Amazon, you still have to spend pay-per-click advertising on the Amazon platform to get your listings to rank higher, but they take care of everything and you're selling mainly physical products, okay? So what's the next one on the list? We've got digital agency, right? This is really popular. So a digital agency is when you are driving leads and traffic for mainly other businesses. It could be a digital business, or a lot of them are offline businesses. So maybe you're driving leads for a mom and pop shop. It could be a consultancy firm, it could be a hair salon, it could be a supermarket, it could be an automotive parts shop. It doesn't really matter. You're driving online leads to them so they get foot traffic or they get online customers, okay? And so you would do that by offering your services to them, and you would drive it by whatever method you get really good at, whether it's Facebook ads, YouTube ads, TikTok ads, Snapchat ads, whatever it is, any way that you know how to drive traffic, SEO, things like that, okay? The next one is SEO Lead Gen, okay? So it's similar to a digital agency, but essentially what you're doing is you are helping customers to get more traffic specifically through SEO lead generation. So there's a whole industry that just focuses on that, and all you're doing is you're creating little authority websites, okay? So let's just say you've got a customer in who sells fishing tackle, right? What you would do is you would create an authority website in the fishing tackle industry, okay? And then you would get leads for them, local lead gen leads. People would find them on Google, and they would see that, if there's fishing tackle at the top, if they type out fishing tackle, then they'll see that particular lead, and they will leave a number, and then they would call that number for your local fishing tackle shop. And then you would charge that fishing tackle shop a specific amount of money per month, maybe $1,000, $2,000 per month retainer, for driving them those offline leads, if that makes sense. Okay, so that's SEO lead gen. The next one is YouTube automation. So this is something that a lot of people don't see. This is kind of in the background, but have you ever watched a video online, okay, where it's like the top 10 most amazing things, or maybe you watch like a celebrity video on the Kardashians, or maybe you watch a how-to video on how to download an app on your iPhone, or something specific like that. Well, who do you think creates these videos? Well, it's basically entrepreneurs who understand that there are certain things that people want to watch on YouTube, and so they create these videos specifically for that audience. They get it ranked, they get it suggested, and the more views that they get on those videos, they make money by YouTube paying them ad revenue. So the YouTube automation business model is 100% based on ad revenue that they get paid directly by YouTube. Pretty cool, okay? And then the last one is affiliate marketing, okay? Now, affiliate marketing is when you sell other people's products. It could be a physical or digital product, right? Selling digital products is better because it's more profitable. And all you would do is you would grab a link from a retailer. It could be from a network or a direct retailer like Amazon, and when somebody clicks on that link and buys it, then you get a commission as the marketer. Okay, so that's basically it. You're selling products, but they're not your products. You don't have to source them or anything like that. You don't have to get them from China. You just grab a link and then you promote it online, and when someone buys, you make a commission. It's a very, very simple business model, okay? So these are the main business models that we're going to be looking at. Again, I've missed out a couple here and there because there's just too many to go after, right? But these are the main ones, and let's take a look at them to see which ones are, how they stack up against each other on all the main factors, okay? So the main things I want to look at is I want to look at how automated they are, okay? How much automation is it, or is it very manual, okay? Do you have to handle the customer service or not? Is there no customer service, or is there customer service, right? Do you need to hire staff in order to scale the business, or to make 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 US dollars a month, okay? That's the benchmark, right? Is it a small investment or is it a big investment? We're going to talk about money, big profit margins, or is it very hard to make money, small profit margins? And then how many moving parts are there? Do you have to learn a lot of different things and wear different hats, juggle a lot of different stuff, or do you only have to do just one thing, okay? So these are the criteria that we're looking at. This is going to be pretty fun, and this is going to be really eye-opening for most people because a lot of people don't understand these businesses, okay? Now, how do I know all this stuff? Well, I've been doing this for a long time. I've owned several of these types of businesses. I've done tons of research. I mean, I've been in the industry for a long time, and I also review a lot of different business models and products. So I know the pros and cons of these different models. So this is my point of view, but most of this is factual, okay? Well, I'm going to be as factual as I can be so that you can make your own decisions, all right? Now, let's talk about Automation, first of all, right? Now, look, if you don't have an automated business online, it's going to be a bit of a problem. It doesn't mean that you can't make money if you don't have automation. But look, if you want time freedom, your business has to be as automated as possible, right? And everybody assumes that just because a business is online, that it's automated, but that's not true. There are a lot of business models that are online that are basically kind of like an offline business model. So it's kind of like running a supermarket or a cafe, but they're doing it on the internet, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's take a look at these business models and you'll see it's going to be really eye-opening for you, right? So stick around for a minute and I'm going to show you this, how crazy this can be. So first of all, dropshipping. A lot of people think that it's automated, but dropshipping is not at all. It's a very manual business. Okay, why? Because first of all, you have to source for your products. So that's a lot of work. And you always have to source for new products because depending on how the trends move, one product might change and it might not be so interesting for people anymore. And so it kind of drops. Then you have to find a new product in a new niche that is going to be good and you have to test and tweak. So that's very, very manual. Another thing that's very manual with dropshipping is Shopify, the actual software that you use to do dropshipping, is extremely manual as well. That means every time you make a sale, you have to approve the sale. It's not automated, okay? So that kind of sucks. Another thing about dropshipping where there's no automation is there's a lot of customer service. Because you own the product, you have to handle all the customer service. So again, very, very little automation there. So that's dropshipping, right? Amazon FBA, automation is very, very good. Yes, you have to put everything together, but once you do it, the great thing is that because Amazon is fulfilling everything, it's very automated, okay? Digital agency automation, very low. Because the whole thing about digital agency is you have to not only drive the traffic, which sure, you can set it up one time and then it does become automated, but in order for you to keep the lights on, you have to find clients, right? And so how do you find clients? Well, it's pretty hard, to be honest. You have to go around and either email every single online business owner, like, you know, all sorts of different influencers on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram. And then if you're doing offline, if you're focusing on mom and pop shops offline, you basically have to call them up or send them manual emails to pitch your business, and then you have to sit with them and close the business. That's the problem with digital agency, is that the two things that you have to focus on is you have to focus on getting new clients in, right? So emailing people, and then you have to close them by having a conversation with them or actually meeting them in real life to close the business and get them to believe in you so that they'll pay you a retainer. So actually, digital agency is basically an offline business model that's been brought online. That's why it's very, very manual, okay? SEO lead agency, very little automation as well, because you have to write tons of articles, you have to do a lot of backlinking. So there's a lot of hands-on work that you have to do with SEO. Don't get me wrong, all of these business models, you got to work, okay? Nothing comes for free, but some are more automated than others, right? And with SEO lead gen, there is so much manual work that you need to do, right? You've got to build out the websites, you have to do all the backlinking, you have to write all the articles. I mean, SEO is, you know, on a scale of like 1 to 10 of difficulty, it's a 10 because there's just so much involved with ranking on Google, okay? YouTube automation, it's called YouTube automation for a reason, right? It's very, very automated. All right, all you really have to do is create the videos, which you can hire teams to do that, and we'll talk about that a little bit. Right? Yes, you have to hire staff there. But once you upload the video onto YouTube, it's very automated. You don't have to do anything really. You know, YouTube just kind of looks after everything as long as you've done the SEO properly, the on-page search engine optimization. So it's very, very automated, right? Affiliate marketing, also very automated. Once you set everything up, once you pick the products, once you've done the marketing, once you built out your simple sales process, everything's automated because it's 100% digital. Especially if you focus on selling digital courses, digital products, you don't have to do anything physical. You don't have to ship anything. You're not even selling your own products. You're selling somebody else's products. So they handle the shipping and handling. They handle the customer service. They do everything. You're just the middle person. You're just recommending products. So in terms of automation, out of all of these, the most automated really is affiliate marketing, because all you're doing is you're marketing product, and then once somebody buys it, your hands are clean. You don't have to do anything, which is pretty amazing, okay? So that's automation right here, right? So the most automated business models, Amazon FBA, YouTube automation, and affiliate marketing. Let's look at customer service, right? Because some businesses require customer service, some don't. Now with dropshipping, you have to handle all the customer service. So when I say here no customer service, red means that no, you have to handle the customer service, okay? So dropshipping, you have to handle all the customer service because a Shopify store and the products are yours. If anybody has a problem, they will email your Shopify store and you have to handle the issue, right? Which means that you have to hire staff. Otherwise, you are going to be spending 10 hours a day on customer service because you are making basically hundreds of sales every single day. So again, dropshipping is a very, very manual business. A lot of people don't know that. I know that because I owned a dropshipping business, right? Amazon FBA, you don't have to handle any customer service because everything's fulfilled by Amazon. So they handle the customer service, which is great. That's what you pay for, right? You pay them a bit of money to do all that stuff. Digital agency, because it's your business and you're getting clients to work with you that are paying you a retainer, you have to handle the clients every single day. So there's a lot of customer service with digital agency because it's a client servicing business model, right? You're handling clients. If they have a problem, if they want something, if they want to change something, if they want to check what's going on with their campaigns, you have to help them out, which means that you have to do the work in the customer service. SEO lead generation is the same thing. It's a client servicing job, so there's a lot of customer service. YouTube automation, there are no clients at all. All you're doing is you're uploading videos onto YouTube and you're trying to get them to rank and get millions of views, right? So there is zero client for you to deal with, which is why it's green. There's no customer service, which is amazing. Affiliate marketing is the same because you're selling other people's products. They handle the customer service, not you. That's the beauty of affiliate marketing, right? You do the marketing, you get them to buy through your link. But once they buy, it's hands off. You don't have to handle any of the customer service, which is amazing. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at staff. Right. Some businesses, for you to scale, you need to hire people. Some businesses you don't. All right. So let's take a look. Dropshipping. Here's the thing about dropshipping. Because the profit margins, and we're going to cover this in a minute, are so small. In order for you to make a lot of money with dropshipping, you have to make a lot of sales. It's a volume game. You have to sell hundreds and hundreds of products, right? So in order for you to scale, you need to hire customer service people because customer service will be the biggest issue with dropshipping, okay? You have to make hundreds of sales a day, every day, in order for you to make 10, 20, 30,000 US dollars a month profit, not revenue, profit. Which means that if you're making hundreds of sales a day, there will be a lot of customer service issues. It doesn't fit, it broke, they don't want it, they want to send it back. Excuse me. You have to handle all the customer service. I'm just gonna take a drink of water here. Right? So that means that you have to hire staff. With staff comes salaries. Okay? You hire staff, you have to pay salaries. That's a problem with dropshipping. Amazon FBA, you don't need staff because again, Amazon handles all the customer service. So literally once you've sorted all the initial stuff out, like sourcing your product, the branding, the advertising on the Amazon platform itself, you don't really have to hire any staff. You can handle it yourself, which is great. Okay? Digital agency, you need staff. If you want to grow, if you want people to handle different aspects of marketing, like YouTube pay-per-click or Bing pay-per-click or whatever it is, or you want to get someone to just focus on the sales part, you need to hire staff. You need to hire a salesperson. You need to hire a different marketer to handle different parts of the agency. So digital agency requires staff. It's a people business when it comes to digital agency, okay? SEO lead gen is very, very similar. You need staff to build the agency because with a digital agency and SEO lead gen, you're basically building an agency. You're handling clients, so you need staff, right? YouTube automation, you need staff to do all the work for you. Like you need the people mainly to build the videos, right? To create the thumbnails, to create the videos themselves. And you can do all the uploading and all that stuff as well, but you do need staff for YouTube automation to create the content for you to upload. Sure, you can do it yourself, but it's very, very difficult and time consuming, and you'll run into copyright issues a lot of the time. So you want to hire staff, and you can hire them for pretty cheap, but it is a cost that you're going to have to bear, okay? That's really the only cost when it comes to YouTube automation. That's kind of the beauty. We'll talk about that in a minute. Affiliate marketing, no staff needed at all because a lot of it is automated. Everything's digital, right? So you don't actually need staff to scale. All you do is you pick the product, you build out the simple sales funnel, you can do all that yourself. That's all the foundational stuff. And then you just need to drive leads. And when you drive leads, a lot of it has leverage because once you've done it once, you don't really have to do it again. So you don't need to hire staff in order to get to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 US dollars a month. It's pretty amazing, okay? So that's why affiliate marketing is so great. Okay, let's look at investments. Is it a small investment or is it a big investment, okay? Dropshipping is a big investment, right? It's not small. To have a dropshipping business, you need at least 5 to 10,000 US dollars as a budget. Why? Because you have to spend money on paid advertising, and you have to, okay? And you have to buy your products. You have to bankroll your products because you're selling physical products on your store. If you don't have a budget or a buffer to bankroll the products, you're gonna go bust really, really quickly. Okay? Amazon FBA is even more expensive because you have to buy all the product and send it to Amazon. The bulk of the money that you have to spend will be on acquiring your products, your physical products. So if you're selling, let's just say, these tripods, you have to buy 1,000 of these tripods, okay? And you have to package them, you have to do all the branding and all that stuff, and then you have to send it to Amazon. That costs money, right? So the branding and the physical acquisition of the products for Amazon FBA is expensive, okay? So you're gonna have to spend money on that, and then you're gonna have to send it to Amazon. So with Amazon FBA, it's the most expensive business model out of all of them here. Probably 10 to 15,000 in order for you to get started, okay? So again, it's still cheaper than starting a restaurant, which is gonna cost you $200,000-$300,000, but it's, comparatively, when you compare it against all of these businesses right here, Amazon FBA is the most expensive, all right? Next, we got the digital agency. It's not a small investment because you're going to have to spend money on advertising, on the tools. Also, you have to learn the skill of, driving the leads. And then you have to go out there and hire staff. And maybe you don't need an office because you can do everything digitally, but you still need to hire staff, and that's expensive. So it's not a small investment. Digital agency, again, 5 to 10,000 at least to get started. SEO lead gen, very, very similar, okay, to a digital agency. YouTube automation is a relatively small investment, surprisingly, because even though you do have to hire staff, like we spoke about earlier, you can hire a lot of staff for pretty cheap. On Upwork and Freelancer, right? Which means that the cost, yes, you have to spend money on staff to build the videos for you, but that's the only cost of the business. That's a cool thing about YouTube automation. There's no email marketing, there's no click management software that you need. You don't need to house a website. You don't need anything like that. That's a cool thing about YouTube automation. All you need to do is spend money on actually making the content, and once you've made the content, you've uploaded it onto YouTube, there is zero cost. There's nothing else that you have to spend money on, right? So YouTube automation, even though you need people, you can hire them for very cheap on the freelance websites, and the overall investment comparatively is very small. So you only really need to spend about 500 to 1,000 US dollars per month to start a YouTube automation business. That's actually really cheap, okay? Compared to $5 to $10, $15,000, right? Affiliate marketing, is it a small investment? Yes, okay? So yes, you have to spend money on email, autoresponder, your page builder, and stuff like that. But when you add it all up, it only costs about $150 to $200 a month. Okay, now you have to spend money on leads, but you don't necessarily have to. There are free strategies as well, like TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. I use a lot of free strategies, right? So yes, you can spend money on ads, like you can go to Facebook advertising and spend money on ads there, or TikTok advertising, and you can do all that kind of stuff. But do you need to? Not necessarily. So the cost of starting an affiliate marketing business is super small. It's the cheapest out of all of them. $200, $300 a month, maybe, and that's pretty much it, just to run your tools, right? So you've got $5 to $10,000 here, $10 to $15,000 here, 5 to 10 here, 5 to 10 here, $1,000 per month, and then about $200 to $300 per month on affiliate marketing. Pretty low. Okay, let's talk about profit margins. All right, so profit margins, because of the nature of dropshipping, right? You're selling you have to think about this for a second, guys. Right? So first of all, you're selling physical products that are already made. There is a cost to making that physical product. So you can't charge someone that much more for for something. Again, for lack of a better example, let's just say it's a tripod, right? This tripod costed money to make. So maybe you buy this tripod from your supplier for $15. How much can you sell it for, really? Well, you can't sell it for that much more. Maybe you sell it for, at $15 cost, you sell this for $25. So you only make $10 per item that you sell. That's a very, very low profit margin. Now, when you take into consideration everything that you need to pay for, you have to pay for ads, you have to pay for websites, right? You have to pay for customer service staff. Your profit margin then is only 10 to 15%. It's very small for dropshipping. Because you're selling physical products, you can't charge a lot of money for it, right? So dropshipping, actually the profit margins are tiny. They're only 10 to 15%, which makes it a volume game. You have to sell a lot of the product, okay? Amazon FBA is the same. Physical products cost a lot of money. You can't charge that much for it. You have to pay Amazon to manage all of it. You have to pay Amazon pay-per-click fees and all that kind of stuff. So again, profit margin is very small. It's very similar to dropshipping, 10, 15, maybe 18% around there, but that's pretty much it, okay? Profit margins for digital agency are big, okay? Because you're getting your clients to pay you $1,000 to $2,000 per month. If you have 5 clients, that's maybe $10,000 a month, and your actual cost of driving those leads isn't that much because they pay for it, okay? So really you're just paying for your websites and salaries, all right? So profit margins are big when it comes to digital agency. SEO is also the same. Profit margins are big. The real cost here is the cost of your staff, okay? A YouTube automation, profit margins are massive. Yes, it's a slow start, but because you're only paying for the creation of the YouTube video itself, the profit margins are huge because over time, if your channel grows big, you can make potentially $5, $10, $15, $20,000 a month in revenue from YouTube in terms of ad revenue, and the only cost that you have is paying your staff to create those videos. So the profit margins are massive, okay? Affiliate marketing is also the same. Because you're selling somebody else's product, you don't spend any money on inventory, right? You don't have to hire staff. You can pay for leads, but that's optional. You don't necessarily have to. So the only cost of building an affiliate marketing business is the tools that you have to run every single month, which is again is $200 to $300. So the profit margins are massive. And also when you sell digital courses, the profit margins are huge. They're like 50 to 70%, which is really, really big if you sell digital. If you sell physical stuff like Amazon, you're only getting paid 10% commissions. That's why you don't want to focus on physical items. That's why selling physical stuff sucks, to be honest, right? Dropshipping and Amazon, don't get me wrong, you can still build a big business, but the profit margins are just really, really small. And then let's talk about moving parts, just to kind of round this video off, okay? With dropshipping, as you already know, we've kind of spoken about this throughout this video, there's just so many moving parts. I mean, you have to find your products, you have to find your niche, you have to build out your websites, you have to drive the traffic, you have to handle all the customer service, and you have to manually approve every single transaction that comes through Shopify. It's a nightmare, okay? There's just so many moving parts that you have to do, right? Amazon is the same thing. You have to find your supplier, you have to speak to someone in India, you have to research all your product, you have to get it, you have to do all the branding, you have to ship it all the way to Amazon, and then you have to handle all the Amazon marketing. Amazon doesn't handle any of the marketing, by the way, okay? You have to do that. The only thing Amazon handles is the customer service and the shipping and fulfillment of the product. You still have to do all the marketing, the listings, the branding, all that stuff is still used. There's a lot of moving parts. Digital agency, a lot of moving parts. You have to get the clients, you have to pitch the clients, you have to get the deals, and then you have to service the client. 3 major pillars of any agency. Whether it's a digital agency, SEO agency, there are 3 major pillars. Same thing with SEO Lead Gen. You have to build out all the websites. You have to do all the backlinking. You have to get the clients. You have to close the clients. You have to manage the clients. It's a nightmare. There's just way too much stuff to do, okay? YouTube automation, minimal moving parts. In fact, YouTube automation probably has the least out of all of them because all you have to do is you just have to create the video. So you have to manage your team to create the video, but you can create a lot of automation in that. You upload the video and then that's it. You forget about it. You don't have to do anything else. So the real focus for YouTube automation is just creating the video. It's an amazing industry if you understand how to do it right, okay? That's it. Affiliate marketing, the only moving parts in affiliate marketing is the foundational part where you start, okay? So you find the product, you build out your sales process, okay? And then you have to focus on lead generation. The lead generation part is really the only part that you have to focus on because every time you make a sale, you don't have to do anything because you're not selling your own products. Remember, you're selling somebody else's product. They handle everything. So literally the only thing you have to focus on is one thing, marketing. Getting as many leads through the front door. So that's the only thing that you're focusing on every single day after you've done all the foundational stuff. That's it. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, okay? You've got 6 major businesses: dropshipping, Amazon FBA, digital agency, SEO Lead Gen, YouTube automation, and affiliate marketing. And let's take a look at the ones that have the most green and the most red. The ones with the most red, I personally would stay away from, right? So I would stay away from dropshipping. It is just... Look, with all of these businesses, like I mentioned earlier, you can make money from them. And there are people that have built, $1 million businesses with all of these industries. okay, with all of these business models. But it is very hard with dropshipping. There's just so much red here, right? So I would just totally stay away from dropshipping. So let's look at Amazon FBA. Now, Amazon FBA, if you don't mind doing a little bit more work and you've got the budget, $10,000 to $15,000 to start, okay, Amazon FBA is a better business than a dropshipping business, okay, in terms of ranking, right? It's still not the best because it's not cheap, okay, so it's not a small investment. The profit margins are small and there are a lot of moving parts, but there is automation, there's no customer service, and you don't really have to hire staff, so you can still build a pretty decent Amazon business. So it is an option, okay? It's not a great option, but it's an option. Digital agency, no automation, no customers. You have to handle customer service, you have to hire staff. It's a big investment. Profit margins are big though, okay? And there are a lot of moving parts. So I personally would not start a digital agency just because that there's just too many things that you have to handle, right? SEO lead gen, very, very similar. The only difference is it's way more technical than starting a digital agency because everything is SEO on Google, and Google is a nightmare to deal with. All right, to rank websites on Google, minimum 6 to 12 months, if not 18 months. I know because I've done all this before. I've hired teams. I have a team that's doing all my SEO work now, and it's just a nightmare to deal with, even when you have professionals doing it for you. So again, it's a bit of a headache, right? So now we've got the top two, I would say, the most green out of all of them is YouTube automation and affiliate marketing, right? The only thing that YouTube automation, lacks from affiliate marketing is that you need to hire staff. But the nice thing about YouTube automation is that actually the profit margins are bigger than affiliate marketing, even though it takes more time because you have to rank it on YouTube. And there are way less moving parts actually than affiliate marketing, in fact. So I would highly recommend either starting a YouTube automation or affiliate marketing business, okay? Now, which is more technical? I would say YouTube automation is a bit more technical because you have to learn how to do it. Affiliate marketing is a bit simpler, all right? But I think, out of all the business models, either YouTube automation or affiliate marketing, if you start any one of these businesses this year, you would crush it, right? It has both these businesses have the most automation. They have no customer service. YouTube automation, you need staff. Affiliate marketing, you don't need any staff. They both have very small investments, right? So again, YouTube automation, you're looking at about $1,000 a month. Affiliate marketing, you're looking at $200 to $300 a month. Very, very cheap, right? They both have big profit margins, okay? And they have minimal moving parts. So there you have it, right? Look, I'm being as factual as I can based off the experience that I've had being online for over a decade, right? Actually, over 14 years. And you can see it right here, right? Again, you can make money from dropshipping, Amazon. You can make money from all of these industries. But would you rather push a boulder downhill or uphill? And that's what I would say. And there you have it. I hope you got some value from this video today. I've never done this before. This was really fun. Sorry, this was a slightly longer video, but we really broke it down so that you really understand. Look, you obviously don't want to start something offline, right? You want to start something online. Online is the way to go. It gives you flexibility. It gives you freedom. It gives you automation. It allows you to create leverage of tools, software, paid ads, webinars, stuff like that. But even in the online world, there is the good and there is the bad and there is the ugly. It just depends on what kind of business you want to start. If I were you, I would start either a YouTube automation business or affiliate marketing for all the reasons that we looked at earlier. But that doesn't mean that you can't make money from SEO lead gen, digital agency, Amazon FBA, and dropshipping. You still can. It's just more difficult, that's all, and there are more moving parts. And there are people that are very, very successful at it. You'll see it online, right? But for me personally, I think YouTube automation or affiliate marketing is the way to go. Let me know what you thought about this video below. What business are you going to start this year? What online business are you going to start this year? Probably don't want to start an offline business. Would appreciate some thumbs ups. And if you would like to learn my step-by-step on how I built my affiliate marketing business, I'm going to show you step-by-step. You can check that out. All you need to do is register for the free training by clicking the link in the description box. I will email the training directly to your email, so please check your spam folder because sometimes email ends up in spam these days. And enjoy the training. I hope you loved this video. See you on another one.